Hey guys, Sandman here with deck of the month for June. So let's get going, and just so you know, it's my Rockstone deck. So here we go. One Ryko Lightsworn Hunter. He helps get your mill going if you want to. You don't really need a mill, but it helps thin through your deck a little faster sometimes. And he's basic 1-for-1 destruction, so he helps your deck, he helps thin it, and basically that's all he does. One Morphing Jar, another card that helps you mill through your deck, but he's also a rock monster, and the deck does lack a little bit of draw power, so this helps a lot and just messes up the opponent. And he's happy. If you know series, he's happy. You know, he just messes up opponent's hand and gets you cards, so he's happy. One Blackwing, Gale, Whirlwind. Obviously, this is probably the best tuner there is out, and probably will be until it gets banned. Or another one comes and takes its title. But pretty much Gale represents best monster ever, pretty much. It has that title already. It doesn't say so in the text or anything, but it's in there for sure. Other than that, he just has the attack of all your opponent's monsters as well as their defense, and he just beat over them. And he gets over anything 2600 or less by himself. One legendary Jujitsu master. This is really one card you don't need to run in multiples of a lot. Half the time you can always side the other one in, but to me I think one's enough in my build at least. But otherwise he's a rock monster. They attack into him while in defense, their monster goes back top of their deck, so it really messes them up. One Koa'ki Boulder. He's your Sandman, but only for the Koa'ki, and the only difference is that he has to be destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard. But he does not ask for the attack, he only asks for their level to be level 4 or lower. But otherwise you can have Koa'ki straight from your deck to your hand. So it's really nice, and he has 1200 attack, 1000 defense, so he helps get over the littler stuff, and he's awesome. One DD Warrior Lady. Pretty darn good for a deck that likes to remove stuff from play. My deck doesn't do a lot of it except for with her. But other than that, I mean, it's really great. You can attack within, attack into the beast player to say I will buku. You can still remove their monster because the battle occurred, and that's how she wants. It's for the battle to occur, and then she can remove their monster from play. One Kycoo the Ghost Destroyer. I only run one because I think 2 is a little too much sometimes. So otherwise, he's really great. If you inflict battle damage to your opponent, you can remove 2 monsters from their graveyard from play. So other than that, he's 18 beats, so he gets over a lot of stuff. Next, 2 Koa'ki Prototype. Now this is what helps fuel the deck most of the time. What he does is a face-up Koa'ki monster will be destroyed during your end phase. You can destroy this guy in its place and let the monster live. And if you do not want to let that monster live and just have it be destroyed while this guy's face-up on the field, you can summon a token with the same exact stats as this guy. Everything. The only difference is it's a token. But other than that, you can say, well, I don't want my Guardian on the field anymore. You can just pop it and get an 18 beater. But obviously you're just going to destroy this guy in its place, because that's what you kind of want to do, is have the monster stay on the field, your bigger ones. But other than that, he's pretty good. He has 1800 attack and defense, so he's really solid in that area, so battle-wise. 2 Thunder King Rai-Oh. Obviously it stops synchro summons if you time it right, and stops searching with Black Whirlwind, Rhoda, Stratos, all that main stuff. But otherwise this guy's great, and other than that, he's just there for the stun aspect. And your deck only has one card that searches out, and that's Boulder, so nothing to worry about. 2 Koa'ki Sandman. He is your trap monster version of that negate stuff. Only thing that you have to worry about is revealing rock type monster or dropping an Iron Core of Koa'ki, which I do not play the latter I just said. Other than that, you can tribute him to negate the activation of a trap card and destroy it. So if they play, let's say a Blackwing player plays Icarus attack, first they have to pay the cost for the card, and then they attempt to destroy, so you negate that activation. So they just neg themselves 2 cards. Pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome otherwise. Just other than that, he's 19 beats and 1200 defense, and he's a rock monster himself, so you can always reveal another one for himself on the field if you ever have to. 3 Koa'ki Guardian. This is your main monster otherwise of the deck. Pretty much we're in a format of monster effects right now, so I say 3 is particularly good. Other than that, he's a Doom Caliber Knight. If you want, you can reveal. Now, mind you, you have to reveal for his effect or send an Iron Core. You do have to. Prototype and Boulder, you don't have to, but these guys do. And as well as Sandman. But otherwise, you can tribute this guy to negate the activation of a monster effect and destroy the monster. So, and he's 1900 attack, 1200 defense as well. So, and once again, he's a rock monster. So, helps with the revealing cost for others. 1 Cyber Dragon. This might surprise some people for a stun deck, but you do need the high beat sometimes or to bait out the Bottomless. So it does help, trust me. And 1 Gorz Emissary Darkness, obviously just in case the opponent decides to blast field, or if Infernities decide to take control, you can just like Gorz, why not? Now for spells and traps. 1 Pot of Avarice. Since Morphing Jar and Ryko help mill through your deck a little faster, and then Koa'ki's tribute themselves to the graveyard, you do need this because your deck, or your graveyard can fill up pretty fast sometimes. Sometimes it may be slow, fast, but either way, this is helpful. Just one of it. One of it's pretty good. 2 Fissure, basic 1 for destruction, as well as 2 Smashing Ground. So helps kind of keep your control over the field. That's the main point here. And if you have Guardian on the field and you use Smashing Ground to destroy like a Stardust, they will activate Stardust. You can tribute off Guardian to destroy the Stardust for good. So mind that, because Guardian will be the 3rd thing on the chain. So, and mind you, Guardian is an optional effect, not like Doom Carbonite where it's mandatory. 2 Book of Moon. Since I'm running actual flip effect monsters, Book of Moon does help. Other than that, I would actually play enemy control over this, but that's usually playstyle and preference. As a matter of fact, I do run 1 enemy controller just because I like the fact that I can take over a monster. If they like, drop Gorz during the end phase, or during the battle phase when I'm trying to go for a game, I can tribute off a monster that is already attacked and then take over Gorz, either beat over their token or take the token and beat over Gorz. It's really your choice. But I like this because then you can take control of it. 1 Shrink, another battle phase trick card. I like 1 just because everything is usually 1500 attack or higher in my deck with attack wise. So if they attack with something that's at least 3000 or less, I can usually win. So it's really, really nice. Oh, and mind you, if you use Gale on a monster and then that Gale monster attacks you and you use Shrink on it, it goes then by its current attack, and the Gale's decrease attack effect will actually be neutered, or it will not be counted for that turn. So just mind that. So it actually will go by its original attack. 1, my body's a shield. I prefer this over Starlight Road just because I don't like Starlight Road sometimes. 1 Heavy Storm, Mystical Space Typhoon, basic. 1 Dust Tornado, obvious, it's great. Great. 2 Dimensional Prison, and more monster removal for the deck, so this helps. You can always add a 3rd if you wanted to. 2 Bottomless Trap Hole, more monster removal. 1 Torrential Tribute, obvious, great card. 1 Royal Oppression. I run 1 because some people protect their own 1 copy of it, so 1 Trap Dust Shoot, basic. 1 Call the Haunted, just awesome. And Solemn Judgment, so basic cards right there. And real quickly, my side deck, I run 2 Burn of the Mighty with 2 King Tiger Wanaku if I ever wanted to. Here's my 2nd Kycoo the Ghost Destroyer, and there's an extra Sandman if I ever wanted it. So guys, that's pretty much it for this deck of the month for June. That's it, and peace out.